Hey guys, it's Hustlemon and thank you for dropping by in today's video. So today is the 22nd of August, and for those of you who are really well knowledge with your Pokemon TCG dates, then you will know today is the launch date of Black Bolt and White Flare booster bundles. And normally I do go out shopping in the UK high streets for the hot anticipated Pokemon products, but today I've kind of somewhat traveled out from Sheffield. I'm in Rotherham Parkgate because I want to focus on one business in particular, and that is Sports Direct, or rather, I should say, game that has now been taken over by Sports Direct. This is something I basically want to get off my chest for a while, and I think the wider community shares this particular mindset along with me as well. It's discussing how basically game has, well, in no ways to describe it, it's slowly but surely dying. I feel like the death of game is now approaching, ever since obviously Sports Direct now have game within like a subsidiary area within Sports Direct as well. It's not the same vibe. It's definitely not catering towards say the TCG community or the gaming community in a wider aspect. And realistically, I think through bad business practices, we will not see the store for a while now. I hope I'm wrong, but there's reasons why I've come to think this way. And yeah, one of the reasons why I'm over here as well, in particular, I've traveled out, is because I want to see if I, by any luck or by any chance, if there's any decent Pokemon TCG products in this in Sports Direct by any chance today. Now, for those of us who can travel back within the last 2 years, then you would know that Sports Direct did have abundances of Pokemon TCG products. They were actually quite decently priced as well. You could get some stuff on sale, like collection boxes, etc. But when it came through the recent boom, been slowly but surely showing you could say it's eels. It's been revealing its Hydra heads, and a lot of the bad business practices have been coming forward ever since the takeover from Mike Ashley and Sports Direct. For example, the prismatic mini tins, where they charged, I believe, £25 for delivery fee to kind of milk the market from people, and that was like the first signs of things to come. The products as well that came on were coming up through recommended retail prices. There was no like special promotions or discounts. There was nothing exclusive that they were doing in comparison to Smiths, which had like a couple of promo cards. Even HMV did that as well. But Sports Direct has basically gone full price. They've never even done anything on sale. Nothing like that has it been like, back in the hobby since this whole entire boom. And yeah, it's just one of those things. Look, I think it goes without saying, especially for my teenage years and for those of us who are from the 90s or early 2000s, for us, Game and Game Station was like the go-to places. It was one of them things I look forward to, like the midnight launch of Halo 3, Halo Wars, Gears of War 3, etc. I was an Xbox Live person, and it was just one of them places that you can obviously go around and shopping. Obviously, Game Station eventually collapsed, and then Game was the final hurdle, and then they stood strong, and they went into administration a bit of times, but they've kind of always bounced back up. But when it comes to the Sports Direct takeover, which is very much data driven, they started to fizzle out the gaming products and even the CCG products, and we're putting more merchandises in, like plushies, like homeware merchandises, Funko Pops that are like in particular characters that nobody gives a rat's ass about. And yeah, I could talk about Mike Ashley all day, if I'm honest with you, and how I don't think his business practice is great. I'll probably touch upon that at the end. But you ask any Newcastle United fan, they will know so much about it. They will give you a whole full 24-hour lecture. For them, Mike Ashley is equivalent to Stalin, Genghis Khan, and I don't know if I can say this name on YouTube without getting demonetized. I'm going to say Hitmonlee, and hopefully you get the gist of it. But yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead and go into Sports Direct, see if I got any luck on the 22nd, if we find any booster bundles. And I'm also then going to travel out to another Sports Direct to just basically see, if it varies store to store. So I've got a long day ahead. Let's go ahead and do this. So here we go, guys. We're at Sports Direct, 9 a.m. I was the first person through the doors. No queue for me whatsoever. However, to be fair, there's a Smith Toy store located in Parkgate, which is only a 1-2 minute walk away, and that had a decent sized queue. Nowhere near in comparison to Sheffield, but you got to bear in mind, not only was there launch of the Pokemon booster bundles, there was also the launch of the new One Piece set, which I imagine more people over here for the Pokemon. But either way, I went for a Sports Direct. A couple of the plushies are still available. You got the Christmas plushies as well that's still being showcased on this section, which is a bit weird. Obviously, we're still a while away from Christmas. You got a couple of the Funko Pops, so you got the Charizard and the Squirtle, which are two of the standout ones. but they are going for recommended retail price at £13. And right now Currys do sales on Funko Pops, and they do have a selection of Pokemon Funko Pops as well, so I would recommend you guys to explore elsewhere. The TCG line, now you got a couple of the One Piece sets over here along with some booster packs, Yu-Gi-Oh as well, and the Ogapon right on the top shelves, still going for that recommended retail price for £40, which it contains 6 packs in there with a sleeve and a full art of Ogapon EX. But to be fair, this is me going back last year when the Gyarados EX Premium Collection box was on sale for £30. That was a decent pickup, but now they don't seem to do anything like that. And the main desk, you got the advertisement of the new holiday calendar, which I've completely forgot about, and of course you got Black Bolt and White Flare right here for £25 each. The lady actually was happy enough to allow me to record the whole booster bundle section over here. She did say you can either choose 2 Black Bolts or 2 White Flares. Of course I went for 1 of each, and yeah, the holiday calendar, if you are interested, you have 6 booster packs, but again, this is not really my jam. Anyway, it's time to check out Mansfield Sports Direct and see if we have any better luck midday here. So in terms of Mansfield, they did have the holiday calendar available in this store as well, and it only just clicked onto me as well that this is actually the bank holiday weekend, so it's quite busy. Now this is actually a factory outlet Sports Direct, and I thought it would be quite far out, it shouldn't be that busy, I should be able to have access to more products, but it wasn't the same case. Still limited amount of TCG products, and these top loaders and sleeves that they sell for £5 to £4, honestly, it's a rip-off. There's local TCG stores that are selling it a lot better price, and obviously this goes to show as well with the online e-commerce websites that even like sites like Mint Keeper, who sell top loaders for £2.50, why do Sports Direct feel like they can compete with these sort of ridiculous prices? Who knows? Right, so there's quite a few Funko Pops over here. Quite damaged, to be honest, the boxes, £13. We got Squirtle as well, again 13, and none of these on sale, so we got Charizard and Mewtwo there as well, but the conditions are not great on these Funkos, so there's that. So yeah, midday, that's pretty much it. We got the Christmas calendar, we got the Ogapon, and then they have the Paldea chest over here as well. So pretty much it's gone. The Black Bolt booster bundles, I guess the hype continues to remain, but these Paldea chests, no one's paying 53 for it. A few Mega Blocks on sale for Pokemon, that's decent if I'm honest with you. At least they've got just a couple of Pokemon merchandises on sale. Deck boxes, a light up Pikachu, interesting. Not seen this before. £13. A bit too pricey for it. Okay. Dog Trio. What was its original price? £30 to £12. Now Lego's gonna obviously collaborate with Pokemon next year, so Mega Box is starting to go on sale. But other than that, yeah, it is what it is. It's just whether you want that Christmas chest or not, that's another thing, or the Paldea chest. I wouldn't pay 53, but if it goes on sale, and hopefully Sports Direct does do that in the future, then it's worth grabbing. Right guys, so I'm back in the man cave, and yeah, we've had not too bad of a day in Sports Direct overall, but yeah, definitely a vastly different experience in comparison to shopping around in a city centre Sports Direct, like the one in Sheffield, which is located in Meadowhall, or aka Meadowhell. There's a reason why we call it that. I've had a hugely different experience when it comes to the ETB launch and Destined Rivals, etc. So definitely means that I might travel a bit more, because it's only about 15 minutes drive away to get to Park Gate, and definitely it seems like I'll be able to get hold of the product much more widely available because of the, I guess, less population around. But maybe the booster bundles wasn't too hyped on the market in comparison to the other products. Mansfield, we can obviously count that as it being quite busy due to the bank holiday situation. But I am familiar with shopping around city centres mainly because I lived in Leeds for 9 years as well, and that is considered a mini Manchester these days. The other place I'm most familiar with is Huddersfield. That's where my in-laws and my missus originally came from. So if anyone lives in Huddersfield, then they know that the size of game over there is like a small bedroom. Realistically, it is honestly, it's really, really tiny. If you get any products, it's like gold mine to find it. But either way, let's go ahead and leave it to destiny. Let's see which one we crack open, because I want to spoil you guys, and I've got a couple of things that I want to get off my chest about Sports Direct as well. So personally, I prefer to open up Black Bolt over White Flare, but we're going to leave it to the Wheel of Loogie. And for those of you who got that reference, I respect it straight away. But here we go. Let's do this. Come on, Black Bolt. Hit me with that Black Bolt. It's going to land on Black Bolt, isn't it? Well, nothing's perfect in life, guys. That clearly was glitched. Obviously, you saw it, I saw it. It jumped around over there as well. And you know what? I know what the computer wanted. So we're going to open up Black Bolt. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. So let's go for it. Let's get the camera set up right here. Let me put my webcam on. Wicked. And boom. Right. There we go. I hope this is like a seamless transition, because this is the first time I'm doing this. So we got the Black Bolt that we're going to rip open. Have I got scissors? Oh my days, I forgot scissors, haven't I? Well, that's an absolute screw up. Nope, I did get it. Okay, cool. Let's make sure everything's recorded over here. Set it up. Ooh, is it doing it? Come on. Oh no, don't close on me. Sorry guys. No, it's still recording. Wicked. Perfect. Right, yeah, there's a couple of things that I want to get off my chest as well, still to discuss about Black Bolt, and it's just, well, not Black Bolt, sorry, Sports Direct. So, firstly, I got to say that the lady in Rotherham was absolutely present, and that is the first experience that I've had in a long time with Sports Direct, because usually it's go, go, go. Now, granted, it was the first thing in the morning, and I was the first customer, but she was happy for me to, like, well, she was happy to basically get hold of the product, said, do you want to record this, do you want to film over here, etc, etc. So it was nice that she was able to cater towards that, which is a vastly different experience to what I had in Mansfield, because the queues were really busy. You can tell that the staff members just wanted to go in and out. We did ask, you got some more products in the background, and the lady over there, I couldn't just be honest, she did not look like she wanted to be there, for kind of words to put it down. And this is one of the differences when it comes to like customer service experience when you did have game, because the people who shopped around in game, you got to think about it, they're like some people obviously have social anxiety, some people have autism, etc, and maybe gaming was their way to relate to the wider world. And people within game that I knew about, they took their time out with these individuals to obviously like just talk to them, be that voice of communication for them throughout the day. You're just not going to get that in Sports Direct, people, because their staff members are just go, go, go. And also, you've got to think as well, most of them staff members are on 0-hour contracts. Alright, it's a decent thing for students, but definitely not for people who, like, you know, midway through their career or in their 30s, etc. It's just one of those things. But Mike Ashley is a huge like supporter of the 0-hour contract, and by far it is, I am fully against it, because you don't get any sickness pays, you don't get any annual leaves build up pay, etc. You basically can be considered to be let go of the company by any means necessary. So there's no real like opportunity for you guys to basically establish a good career foothold, and especially right now, given all things considering, 0-hour contracts shouldn't be a thing of the past. Right, we'll try to obviously unpack this and obviously get things off my chest as well. This is where I go to obviously discuss as well. In terms of data, it doesn't represent that, because like I said beforehand, yes, it is data driven now, Sports Direct, but the customer service experience is completely vastly different in comparison to what you have if you were to sorry, I'm going to check, is that a Pokeball or is it a Master? No, it's a Pokeball, sorry, my bad over there. But yeah, like overall, that is one of them situations. Data does not showcase
how people interact with staff members throughout stores, and that's one of the things that I think Sports Direct doesn't try to acknowledge as much. And here is the difference: Smiths identified that as an issue instantly, and that is why Smiths had a queue outside, but Sports Direct did not. And if you travel back roughly, probably not even a decade ago, it would have been vice versa. The people would have been queuing up for the launch of consoles or TCG products at Sports Direct over Smiths. But even in the recent Nintendo Switch 2 launch, people were going to Smith toy stores to pick up their consoles. They weren't going to Sports Direct / Game anymore, because Smiths obviously recognize the niche of the market that they're in, and are helping out the audiences to get as much product as widely available as they can do. And oh, Kyurem EX, nice little hit. So first, I think that's my first EX. No, it's not my first EX. I've not got any illustration rare from Black Bolt so far. So I do have my penny sleeve looking up this time round, so let's go ahead and put that in the penny sleeves. I do think though another aspect of it is, if we travel back as well, just slightly over a year ago, Sports Direct had exclusive products. Even if it was like oversized cards, you spent £20, you get these couple of oversized cards. They had obviously the Game Elite membership as well, where if you purchased anything, you can get 3% off, you get £5 off your birthday, etc. And Sports Direct unfortunately hasn't followed suit for that. So there's no like customer loyalty programs, which is a thing that they're missing. They need to copy what GameStop does in the USA market, because GameStop had, like, for example, the enhanced Journey to Get a Booster box, which I can understand that might be a regional exclusive, but even right now the Venusaur EX Premium Collection box that they launched, obviously they're going to get the Blaziken over there as well. There's quite a few products that was available in GameStop in comparison to any other place in the United States market, and Game was like adopting that throughout the UK market as well, but all of a sudden it seems to have stopped that, apart from that Greninja UPC box. But realistically, it's rubbish. Like, you're not going to pay $120 for that product at all. It is absolutely pathetic to pay that price, and even when no one was buying it, they didn't put it on sale. They just refused to budge off the market. And that is one of those things, like, guys, the Ogopong is not going to go for 40 quid. It's just not. The UPC is not going to go for 120. And even the Charizard box, they never put it on sale. Other stores have started to put it on sale for like 60 quid, even Amazon, etc. But they just refuse to budge from the recommended retail price. And that is the same with like their games as well. I saw it's not Force Unleashed, the other Star Wars game, Fallen Order, and that was still full price. It's like, that game's been out for years now, guys, and you're still charging full price for it. Look, even CEX right now recognizes the niche of their market, and they have catered towards both sealed games and obviously news games, and they price it proportionately. But you are not even competing in that sort of area market. I do not know where Game is going right now, because honestly, under Sports Direct leadership, it is just atrocious. We'll go down to 2 more packs, guys, so yeah, let's go for it and fire it through. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's me getting everything off my chest. You share your thoughts as well, how you feel about Sports Direct. Do you have a better experience in your location? Is it something that is still quite strong for you? It might be a case, like I said, for me being in a city area, I might have a different experience at all in comparison to everybody else, because like I said, the Rodron one wasn't too bad. But I have to wait and see when it's like a hot product, for example the Mega Evolution set that's yet to come out. That might be a completely different story for me, and we'll see how they handle that. But I do like the idea that they allow the customers to choose which one out of the 2 that they want, whether they want both Black Ball, whether they want both White Flares, etc., or one of each. That was a pretty cool idea. So far we just got the 1 EX and a couple of Pokeballs, but no Master Balls from what I've saw. And this is the final pack, and this might be the last Black Bolt White Flare pack opening I do on this channel, if I'm honest with you guys, because everyone has been saying it as well. The pull rates on this has been atrocious, and I can vouch for that because I don't seem to have got anything decent. We've opened up the collection box and the poster box, etc., but nothing's happened so far for me. So can it be a last pack magic sort of situation right here, right now? Let's do this. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content, I do feel like I've gone on a bit of a ramble, but at the end of the day, some things you got to get off your chest. And we end it with a superior EX. So that's another EX. So we got 2 EXs this time round. Actually decent EXs. Not playable EXs from what I know of, but either way, that's not too bad overall. So let's just go for it. Let's go back and stop this over. My bad, guys, I did end up hitting that stop button right over here when I was trying to move everything around. Oh well, to be honest, I got everything off my chest realistically, but I did quickly just go through now. I did get 3 Pokeballs over here as well, so there you go. But I don't think they're anything of value, but in terms of post editing, I will pop up any prices on screen like I normally do. But yeah, I got everything off my chest realistically. I'm just curious to hear everyone's thought about Sports Direct. It might be one of them cases where the experience vastly ranges whether you're living in a city centre or in a town area, but all I can do is ask you guys thoughts on that, and maybe some of you guys can give me a bit of an insight to it. I know people in Newcastle will have something to say, definitely, with Mike actually. And I know there's a Newcastle subscriber that I have on my channel as well that comments now and then regularly enough, so I'm pretty sure I've already can understand where they're going to go with this. But either way, look, if you did appreciate the content and you want to do show me just some support, look, just hit that like button. It really does go appreciated. Helps out any small YouTubers when you do that. It takes you a couple of seconds, but I would appreciate it, because these videos do take time, and it's one of those things I want to continue on doing this whilst I can do. 1 year on this channel now, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. Really shocked that we hit that number as well. But you know what they say, onwards and upwards, and we're going to carry on doing what I am doing. Yeah, look, I will continue on posting when I can do. I'll continue on sharing any information or any product launches, or even if I get access to links, etc. I'll always drop it on my community post, so just do keep an eye on that. And let me know if you had any luck on the Black Ball and White Flare booster bundle pulls, or if you kept it sealed, etc. Either way, thank you once again, guys. Look after yourselves and enjoy the rest of your day.